Hey guys, my name is Loveless and we are back with Seduce Me! Alright, let's do this. Let's see. Eric was very charming. He put on a smile. And the smile pulled at my heart. And he kept flirting with me, definitely designed his charmer as a demon. Yet there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
Yeah, when I don't believe, and I didn't believe in an incubus. Incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just, get up and grab me for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Suddenly, Eric leans in to whisper in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
Go away. Go away. I was torn between smacking him and trying to play. Yeah. Kind of want to smack him. Well, actually, my first reaction was like, go away, so smack him!
Oh, that's going to sting.
Sorry, I panicked!
No, I was expecting that.
Yeah, because I kept hitting Sam. I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared about the amount of food they made. Seeing my expression, Eric leaned in and promptly smiled, gesturing at all the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arms.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Almost. Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him in a shocked expression as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown.
And I'm the queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
He corrects people's grammar? Jesus Christ.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric, and he annoyingly swiveled back to Eric to confront him.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
He don't. I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like, in a way, he was so much more mature than the others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
No, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you.
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
I want to smack you.
Eric, knock it off.
I mean, the ones that I want to smack the most is the ones that I did smack, which is Sam and Eric. Yeah. In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked up his head and glanced at
Seriously,
Eric.
you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It's obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group, and he had big, tough acting, and as if obviously he's physically stronger than the rest of the guys, but there is much more to him than that.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
There's a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
You tell him.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
I'm Loveless. Yee.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
And of course, they will never be able to say it because that's how it goes. You can put whatever name it is, and it will just be like a blank. It just so it can go with any type of name. Just how these games work. Beautiful. Let's see. They are all comforted about me despite my awkward situation we were in. If it weren't for naturally around them to be around humans, I guess that this is how incubi work. But I'm still a little curious about one thing. Excuse me. All at once, they all looked at me. I didn't know why having them all look at me made me feel kind of important, like a queen or something.
What is it, miss?
I wanted to thank you for all the food, but I still want to know why y'all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Yeah, like I'm being told like a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house. Some perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Gee, Sam, you don't gotta like practically yell at me.
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits. So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
It's fine, I guess. So are you all better now?
Yup, all thanks to you.
Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't the kisses they gave me. It was, if anything, physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time, I could almost hear, huh? Sirens going off my head. Yeah, actually, at least every single one of them had touched her at some point.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Also the smack. Yeah. What do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
We can take him easily.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
At the moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them. They couldn't possibly survive out there. If anything, knowing it's illegal to break into people's houses, but they didn't know a bunch of other stuff. They probably would cause chaos all around town. Or on the flip side, they could be taken for questioning and poked and prodded like lab frogs. It's not lab frogs. It's lab rats. Research, that's even worse. Yes. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. I was standing alone, and the entire class was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the mist, quite alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrance. These words, why in this game? They're such words. I stood there. On the plus side, I was engaged into the drama of the like scribbling on paper for revenge or kick someone too hard. It's kind of nice standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had alone before coming to myself. I prefer being alone. I often said it to myself to encourage me. Yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself. Gee. But there was certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel sad. But there was also a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care what my father would wouldn't take me. I was gonna walk my way over to see if he could say something about it. If I ever met him before, it better be time to see him then. If no one else was going to help me, what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. After school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there. I was armed with only a scrap of paper and address scribbled. As a 7-year-old, obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and as I always did when I felt lost, I stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed against the wall, and eyes looking at the strangers pass by. And like always, people continue to pass by, and life continues going on. I was sadder than ever. I ended up in a situation I ordinarily in. Nothing had changed. I thought I was silly for thinking that I could change things with my own hands. It was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
I looked up to see an unfamiliar face, but it was obviously whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving in a rusty joint, and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly, I became part of the crowd, moving like a bird past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watching people hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them, though, would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my... Was it 5? Sam, David, James, Eric, Matthew. Oh, it's 5. Certainly felt like 6. When I first moved in. Though, was a matter of making sure that no one else found out their powers. Thinking of them like lab rats made my stomach queasy. Even if they passed for human, how would I explain the 5 guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over. They would practically think that I was part of a harem or something. You kinda have a harem. It's not that... Wait, no, this is the reverse harem. Reverse harems. Oh God, imagine if my parents came over. If my mom, I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would just have them arrested on the spot. This is hard. Maybe I should have written down the pros and cons list before I actually having to make this decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said when I was little, but it kind of makes sense. If they weren't in the same exact situation that I was before, but I did want to help them, I think it would be easier on my conscience if it made me a bit happy to help them. As weird as it sounded. I clenched my hands into my fists. What? How does that even work? Clench my hands into fists. I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Well, you could.
What was that, lovely lady?
I want to hit you. That is,
Spit it out already.
that's annoying too. I hate you too. You can stay here with me if you like. As soon as I finished the sentence, the room became still. I'm not sure what happened went through their heads for my words. Silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seemed like you really need a place to stay, and well, I moved into this shine house, and it seems like it makes sense. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to keep talking. If you would like to stay there, though, there are 2 things all I need you to do to follow.
Yes?
First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or the guests that come over. And, well, save it for the enemies, but get the
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, it's like they could still actually get energy from her, just not in a way that would actually harm her. So yeah, makes sense. There actually still is a loophole in that, but yeah. Second, you have to help me with any errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
It's alright, really. I mean, I just started living here myself, so I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
That's not what she was trying to get.
What? Are you serious?
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
Well, they all seem to like the idea except for Sam. And hey, I don't really hate the idea either. Even if they are succubi. It would seem interesting to have 5 guys helping me take care of the house, given they wouldn't follow the rules that I lay down.
Fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful. If you need a bed fan.
Ah! Go away. Go away.
Eric, knock it off.
Thank you. Starting something new. Huh. Okay, I was happy that they agreed. Maybe if because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help and I wanted to help people was fulfilled. I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in.
Finally, I'm starving.
Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with food on the table. I noticed James' eye twitched in irritation so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
Oh, God. I almost couldn't hold it in. But I did, so I didn't. But I did, so I didn't. There you go. That's what I wanted to do. I was very worried about those symbols. Ha 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 ha. I couldn't hold in my laughter anymore as I laughed. Sam and I looked at my face and stuff.
Is something funny? What are you laughing at?
I stopped to catch my breath. I leaned over the table to take a few breaths before replying. You're both so funny. Both their faces turned into slight pink before he looked away from me and they swallowed the foods in their mouth.
Shut up! We're not funny. We're hungry.
Well, we're glad that we made you laugh.
Shut up, Matthew!
What? I'm just saying.
See, James, it's entertainment for her.
They were funny to me. At least they enjoyed the food as I watched. I took a couple of pieces of food and placed them on my plate before eating it. Well, eventually we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of the family once we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. No copyright. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
A house party? Tomorrow? So, tomorrow night? So soon? Oh my god!
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
Why? I know exactly what she meant. He didn't like long relaxing periods between important events. It was slightly messed up. I was expecting to act on a drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after the funeral to the grandfather's house to now organizing a party. I know, well, since I don't exactly have you two to help arrange it, I need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
I know, I have to do it myself. He won't help.
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Mom. Great. Now how am I gonna do this?
Is something wrong?
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
How did you... Oh, right. Mind reading. I'm surprised they don't have super hearing. I think I can actually hear the phone call. But, oh, whatever. But yeah, I gotta do it soon, or my parents are gonna be really disappointed, and I have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
I don't see why not.
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
You jerk.
Sam?
Back off.
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
That was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer to help right off the bat. I couldn't help but smile. I was actually rather thankful now that I'm letting them stay. Now I don't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
Yeah, it's been a long day. At least tomorrow, the weekend, so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait, where are you all gonna sleep?
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
Oh, got it. Alright, then I'll be heading to my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night.
I will. You too. With that, I left the dining room table and went to my room.
Eric, no.
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Oh my god.
Yes, he was.
Shh.
That was personal laughter. As soon as I was in my room, a wave of exhaustion hit me. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? I just woke up from a nap. I dragged myself to my bed and hauled up one of my bags. I opened it, grabbed my economic books, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I still had to study at least a page or two before sleeping at last. The words on the page scrambled in my mind. I read them, but after 2 or 3 tries, I managed to understand what the page was about. Equations. Ugh. Finally, I decided to change into my pajamas and head to bed. Today had a long day. I need rest. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days to surprise. 3 days of surprises in a row. Well, would kill me. With that thought in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber. What the fuck?
You fucking pretty boys think you're all that, huh? Well, save that to the end of my pistol!
The fuck? It's only the 4th day and every day seems to have some type of catastrophe for her. What the hell? I couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tight. Really? You're fucking kidding me. She danced on distress? I didn't want to dance on distress this early. Like, what is it, like 2 hours into the story? The hell? Okay, I couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tied up. I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness around me. Yeah, I can hear sounds of heated argument coming from all directions.
One move and she gets it.
Really?
Let her go!
Matthew!
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
What the fuck?
Like you scare me, Sam. Come on. Take one step. I dare ya.
Why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Mallets!
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Suddenly, I felt myself pulled to one side, an arm wrapped around my body, protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Huh? Eric? I was held tight in a tight embrace. I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful hum. The hostility of the dreams before had faded into the back to black as the arms around me rocked me comfortably. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open, I was able to see the person holding me. Damien? I stared into Damien's eyes. His face was painted with worry and concern. I know he must have seen my dream. Why did I dream of Eric holding me, though? I don't want to... Fuck. My phone. I don't understand the rules of this darn game. It doesn't actually tell me what route I'm on. I'm getting paranoid.
You can't control your dreams.
No.
Are you okay?
Like, that was a dream? Are you okay? Was that a vision? Was that a... Okay, whatever.
It's 9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when well...
You can't control your mind reading.
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Is everything alright?
Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. I'm assuming you had a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm sorry for disturbing you both.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
Oh, so sweet. Oh, thank you.
Now, why don't you come downstairs with us and have some breakfast? I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
I really hope that's not like a vision or like future thing. Premonition, that's what it's called. It's embarrassing to be the damsel in distress once again, but I rather felt happy when James and Damien were concerned for me, despite only knowing them for such a short time. I wasn't sure of it in courtesy or as if it were genuinely concerned. I couldn't exactly read their minds. Alright. The 2 boys led me back to the dining room where the smell of bacon eggs danced in the air and, wow, breakfast smells good.
We should be done with breakfast soon. If you want to sit down at the table, you can.
I nodded before sitting down. As I sat down, however, my mind drifted to what I dreamt. I felt a feeling of hostility around me made my body shudder instinctively, even though I knew it wasn't real. I don't think that might have not. I don't know. However, my eyes were closed. I felt a hand placed on top of my head, breaking me out of my thoughts. Huh?
Morning. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Sam, the owner of the hand on my head, raised the eyebrow before rustling my hair, moving away to sit on the table. Then he barked towards the kitchen where James was working.
Hey! Is the food done yet? I'm starving!
There's no need to yell, Sam!
You're yelling too!
Don't argue with me!
And from behind, Eric appears who sat beside me, rubbing his temples, obviously annoyed.
Can we not yell this early in the morning? It's not like we're in the castle.
Castle? For some reason, I heard the word castle and I couldn't help but yell it in surprise. The guys had a castle. Sam looked at me and smirked in the reaction.
Yeah, we have a castle back home. Our dining room's 10 times bigger than this room.
And wouldn't it be logical to not yell?
Whatever.
James and Damien appeared full of hands with plates carrying bacon, eggs, toast, and waffle. Ooh. They placed, that's quite a bit.
My favorite.
Finally.
Thank you for the breakfast. It looks amazing.
It's our pleasure.
Ugh. No copyright, please.
Hey, good morning.
Funny, I'm like so concerned about being copyrighted. Oh, actually, copyright strikes do affect me, even though I'm not monetized for YouTube right now. I don't think I will be. It's kind of not worth it.
Guess who's at your door right now?
No. Fuck.
I'll get it.
No, don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it. Don't get it. Oh my god. Matthew, no. My heart quickly becomes inside the lobby and instantly rushed out in the dining room. I passed the arc and I saw Matthew reach his hand to the bracelet doors in slow motion. Matthew, don't! Fuck! Before my words can reach his ears, Matthew opened the door, revealed the surprised faces of Matt. Fuck! How would you get the door? The world around me stops as Susie and Naomi. Oh my god, things couldn't get any worse. Actually, yes, it could. I can't believe this. Okay, let's see. Hi? I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna drop him to the ground right now. Even though it's not even me. But it's like, if my best friend's like, what the fuck? You're like, you got 5 guys in the mansion. That makes it even worse. A frozen place. Please, for God's sake, someone do something rather than stand there.
Who are you?
Susie, let me explain.
What's going on here?
No! Oh, I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it! Of course, all of them show up. Oh my god. See another. What was I supposed to do? I had to think fast. They're visitors. You're visitors. They're in your head. I'm not going to say they're my brothers because if I want to have a relationship with one of them, and also visitors is actually the furthest thing that's from the truth. So actually being truthful, so I guess visitors, because if they're my brothers, is like, when did you have brothers? And also, ain't I supposed to be the only child? Yeah. So brothers ain't gonna work. And also, in your head ain't gonna work.
Then why did one of them open the door?
Long story.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It's no use. Don't tell me lie. I feel helpless. Like, no. You didn't lie. You did not lie. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder, a feel of tension in my body almost fade away. Really? He used his power just so she will relax a little bit? Stepping in front of me.
We must apologize, ladies. We know this situation must be confusing for everyone. Let's take this to the dining room and we'll explain everything.
I stared at James wide-eyed. He was going to tell them who they are, and it seemed surreal. Before I knew it, I was led into the dining room along with Suzu and Naomi across the untouched plates of food in front of them, surprising their guests.
Whoa, this looks amazing! Thank you!
Our pleasure, ladies. We hope you enjoy your meals.
Make sure you dig in!
I looked at Nanami and Suzu as they began to eat, visibly enjoying every bite they placed in their mouth. Hopefully the food would ease their minds from whatever James wants to reveal. As Naomi and Suzu ate in their impromptu meal, James and the other boys stood behind my chair, making me grow more red in the face. Why are you standing behind her?
Are you gonna tell us what's going on?
Well, you see, let's see, and they changed someone and spoken, what is this? Oh god, why was she putting that?
We are Miss Anderson's house servants. We were hired by her late grandfather to help around the mansion, but since he has passed, we now assist Miss Anderson with living on her own.
Huh. What a lie.
That makes sense. It's such a huge house.
A huge house for a wonderful princess such as Miss Anderson deserves the greatest of servants to care for it.
But why are you all dressed so casually and stuff? Aren't servants supposed to have uniforms or whatever?
Well, Miss Anderson allows us to get comfy while we work, so she lets us wear casual clothes.
Yeah, something like that.
I can't believe Sam was the least going with it.
We're sorry if we made the situation awkward earlier.
We're very sure that Miss Anderson is also still getting used to having us as her servants. It would be very hard to explain after just a day.
I guess.
So, if I may ask, what brings you two ladies here?
Well, we wanted to see how our friend was doing. Since it's the weekend and all, usually we hang out and just chill. Yeah, like going to the arcade and stuff. Or the Pink Lady Cafe.
There's an arcade?
That makes a lot of sense, ladies. Well, we don't wish to disturb you any further than we have, so we'll take our leave and start preparing the house.
Huh? Preparing for what?
We gotta prep the house for some sort of housewarming party thing.
Our princess's parents requested a housewarming party to be held here soon.
And by soon, they mean tonight.
Oh, well, I guess we can help out or something. I thought you wanted to go to the arcade. This housewarming thing is more important.
No need. We can handle it. If you'd like to, miss, you can go out with your friends while we handle things here.
Seriously?
Sam, not now.
Well, I want to help out, but at the same time, I want to go with my friends. James made a look of understanding, letting me know that if I left, everything would be okay, and I had made it. Not another decision! I'm saying I want to help around the house because the housewarming party seems to be super important. What I would actually do if I was in that situation, I would at least have my two friends to pick up some decorations and stuff, and then we can all help. That's what I would do. But I wouldn't say go out with Suzu and Nanami. No, and Naomi.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Besides, it's my housewarming party, and I should help.
Want us to help out as well?
I think we got it taken care of. Thanks.
All right, we'll head on out then, so we're not in the way.
Sorry guys. I'll hang out with you guys soon.
It's all good, Anderson. We'll definitely come to the housewarming party tonight.
Thank you. I led them back to the lobby and walked them through the doors, opening it for them with a thankful smile. They both gave me hugs before walking out of Naomi's car. Oh my god, you're not Naomi. It's Naomi. Was it? Okay. With that, they left, and I was happy that they wanted to help, but I wanted to do this on my own. And it's not their work. I didn't want them force them just because they were my friends. We had the entire day to work. The party was tonight, and we had to get all it done if we could make everything right. We sat down talking about what we needed. Let's see. Since everything was taken care of in the last minute incubus, James told me that I could assist him with one thing. The question was, who? What? What? Okay, since everything was taken care of, James told me I can assist one of them. Oh, no. Okay, let's see. With the gardening, with the lobby, Matthew with the cooking, Eric with the dining room, Sam with the front yard. This might be where I can actually do my route. So I'm going to say James. Because Eric and Sam is annoying. Matthew and Damien is kind of okay. But if I really like this story, I actually just might start it off with, like, I might come back to these two Damiens. Because Matthew's okay, but they want to do James this time. And probably, if I want to, then I can go with Damien's route. So, because I'm trying to do, like, everything possible to make sure that I get him for the ending and stuff like that. And this is not like that. I don't know. James and I headed out to the garden. It's been years since I've been in the small field. The gazebo is smaller than I remember when I'd grown up since I last seen it. James rolled his sleeves and took in a breath of air, sighing contentedly.
So, we need to cater to the plants and make sure there are no muddy spots in the grass. It may take a while. Are you sure you wish to help me and not the others?
I shook my head, rolling up my sleeves as well. I can handle it. I'd rather work outside anyway. James nodded with a smile before handing me a watering can, gesturing to the group of flowers on the side of the yard. I walked over and began to water the flowers. However, a silence took control of the air, and I felt the need to start a conversation. Ask him a question. So, do you like flowers? I went to smack myself. That was so terrible. Conversation starter. I mentally smacked myself before hearing James chuckle softly. I turned to look at him as he nodded.
You have a wonderful aesthetic. Many people would think that flowers are simple and rather boring, but I've learned secrets about flowers.
Secrets about flowers? What's so special about the way to water them or something?
You could say that. There are right and wrong ways to water flowers.
There are? Can you show me? James gave me a small smirk before walking over to stand behind me. I instantly blushed as he brought his arms underneath mine, guiding my watering can. Let's see. The water gently poured over the dirt, sinking into it and dissolving into the roots. However, my concentration of the water was broke by the sounds of James' voice.
Flowers need to be cared for gently, like a fragile light. Too much power and they'll break, but too little and they'll wither and fade away. It's like caring for a pet or a loved one.
A loved one? For some reason, those three words echoed in my head. James continued guiding my watering can, using his gentle hands to lead my arms and body into what was almost like a dance. Eventually, he let go and stepped back away from me. I turned to him and simply smiled before returning to his work. Oh, whatever. The hour of the house party had arrived, and mine I kept double, triple check of the essentials for the party. Knowing my dad, he invited his business partners and the executives of the Anderson Company to show off. I thought in front of my mirror that farm of a million. And it's like, okay, this is my chance to show my dad that I was better at his expectations. It was a chance to show him to see my parents as a woman. It was a chance to see if I was really ready to live on my own. Well, not truly alone. I have Incubus to thank, but even so, I don't have my dad guiding me or my mom helping me out with living alone. And knock on my door broke my thoughts, surprising me. Who is it?
Hey, are you okay in there? Your parents should be here soon, so you should hurry getting ready.
Well, I'm ready, but...
But what? I'm sure you look fine, Anderson. Just come on out.
Alright. Ooh. pretty dress. As soon as I opened the door to the hall, I watched Nanami and Suzu. Naomi. It's Naomi. It's Naomi. And Suzu face turn and smile with complete awestruck stares. What? What?
Dude, you look hot. Yeah, you look amazing. Where did you get that dress?
I had it for a while. I just never had a chance to wear it. I figured I might as well bring it out now. Oh, they look so good. I stepped out of my room, closing the bedroom door and up behind, and looked to the ground. Wow.
Whoa, they really know how to dress well, don't they?
Uh-huh. Yeah. They look so hot. I slowly began to climb down the stairs, and Suzu and Naomi behind me. The boys watched. I descend the stairs one step at a time, like knights waiting for their princess. I felt a slight flush, but I quickly shook my head and trying to regain my thoughts. As I reached the last step, James offered me his hand out and walked me down the final steps, smiling. Aww.
As beautiful as a princess, miss.
Oh, thank you.
So, are you prepared for tonight?
To be honest, no. It's ready to over me. Yeah, this one's actually accurate. It's ready to over me. I couldn't deny that I was nervous, but I had to try. The party was more than what it seemed, and I had done all I can to prepare for it. For now, it's... Sorry. Up to fate. The other boys smiled assuringly at me, which made me feel a little better about everything. I looked at my phone, marking at the time. Almost on cue, the doorbell rang. I gulped. I could practically feel my dad's aura at the door. Wow. On the dot? Who does that? Sam and Aaron quickly rushed to the door and opened the double doors, revealing my parents, both dressed in their best. Okay, the dad doesn't look like he changed. Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad.
Oh my, I didn't know your bequeathment came with servants.
It was probably overlooked. Besides, who would deny good service?
I was completely shocked. My parents didn't question the boys. They didn't even ask for verification or anything. I looked at the boys and nodded. Sam and Eric staring intently at my parents. Were they using their powers on them? They had to be. There's no way that they'll be okay with this otherwise.
I guess the servants counted as belongings to the house.
They quickly rushed and gave me a large hug. I think I should stop. Yeah, it's been quite a bit. Yeah, I think I should stop. It's almost been like an hour. And also I'm starting to yawn, so if you want to see more, which I certainly am getting interested in this story, you know what to do.